The UN calling for calm in Zimbabwe, that country's military seizing power, and Zimbabwe's president and his wife being held captive but are safe. That, according to an army general.
Comrade R.G. Mugabe and his family are safe and sound, and their security is guaranteed. We are only targeting criminals around him who are committing crimes that are causing social and economic suffering in the country in order to bring them to justice.
In central Harare, soldiers and armored vehicles are blocking main roads to parliament, government offices, and the courts. Canada and the United Kingdom are among the countries urging their citizens in Zimbabwe to use caution and notify their embassies if the situation escalates.
Our primary concern is the safety of British nationals in Zimbabwe, and that are obviously in an uncertain political situation. We do see reports of unusual military activity, so we would recommend British nationals in Harare to remain safely at home until the situation becomes clearer.
The army is calling the operation a bloodless correction of the current government. Among the detained is the country's finance minister. South African President Jacob Zuma is the only known person to have spoken to Mugabe since the takeover. He said in a statement that South Africa will be sending ambassadors to help facilitate talks between the president and army leaders. Zimbabwe has been on edge since last week after Mugabe fired his vice president for disloyalty. He was a public favorite to eventually replace the 93-year-old president. The death toll in Greece continues to climb tonight after flash floods swept through towns west of Athens. Water so strong, they smashed through windows, tore down walls, and left several cars mangled. More than 150 firefighters are assisting in rescue efforts of stranded residents. The Greek government has declared a state of emergency in the region after torrential rains pounded the area for the past week. The Greek leader making a declaration of national mourning in the wake of the deadly weather, and there is more rain in the forecast.